Welcome to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Before we begin, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel because, as I said before, you're getting consistent and daily hot topics. And this is our Sunday Fun Day brunch hour featuring our girl, Femtaro, who will be joining me in just a bit to take some of your questions. We're also going to do a live celebrity reading. I have questions, y'all. Questions. And I'm sure you have questions about your love, your relationship, your career. We will be posting the link for you all to call in and ask those questions of Femtaro in just a bit. But before we do that, let me say what's going on to everyone in the chat. Shout out to my mods that are already in here. Black Jelly's here. Lulu, top Amazon reviews. I need to follow you. Nicole's here. Diana's here. Ebony's here. Miss Ray's here, or Miss Reed, not sure how you pronounce it. What's going on, everyone? As I said before, we are live. We're live here on Kempire Daily. We're also live on TheKempire on Facebook, Kempire Daily on Facebook, and we are live on the Kempire Radio YouTube channel as well. If you're in that chat and you're like, where is everyone? Head on over to the Kempire Daily, unless you want to just stay there, which is fine. We are broadcasting on multiple platforms. We're also live on TikTok. What's going on? So there's a couple of stories I want to talk about before we get into my Pose, the final season recap. I literally watched the Pose final season twice in the matter of the last couple of days. And we'll talk about it. Let me just take a sip of my blueberry smoothie. There we go. All right. This Nina Simone story is so crazy. Hold on. Matter of fact, hold on, y'all. Before I even get into the Nina Simone story, I don't know what's going on with my mouse here. Hold on, y'all. While we're waiting for me to get this situation together, let me know where everyone is watching from. Where are you guys watching from? TikTok, you can let me know in the comments. Here on YouTube, let me know where you guys are watching from. Hold on. Why is this thing acting so weird, y'all? My mouse here is acting like it's out of control. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Let's get this together. Toronto's in the house. Atlanta's in the house. I love it. New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Jersey Shore. I have never been to the Jersey Shore, and I live in the New York tri-state area. Detroit, Pittsburgh. Wait, Twan said, watching from 95 North, heading to New Jersey. What's going on, everyone? Okay, I want to talk about this story, the Nina Simone story. Hold on, I'm like going in and out on here on my TikTok. There we go. So this Nina Simone story, I posted a little clip on my TikTok, and if you want minute by minute hot topics, follow me on my social media. Everything is at TheKempire. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me just do this, y'all, so I can remind you to like this video. All right. Let's go. Oh, wait a second. Pittsburgh, Mississippi. There's a Pittsburgh, Mississippi? I didn't even know that. DC, what's going on? Another Mississippi's in the house. What's going on? All right, let me focus. So Nina Simone is back in the news, and look, Chloe Bailey, she did this really amazing performance on a ABC special for Juneteenth. Happy belated Juneteenth. Hope you guys enjoyed it. They were doing all kinds of fireworks last night until 2 o'clock in the morning here in New York City. Well, ABC had a special Juneteenth celebration, and Chloe Bailey did a very sensual interpretation of a Nina Simone song, and it feels so good. What I know is that the title? I can't remember if that's the title. I just know that's one. Yeah, Feeling Good. There we go. I'm changing up lyrics. Feeling Good, the Nina Simone song. So a lot of people are being critical because a lot of people like to be critical of Chloe Bailey because, you know, Chloe Bailey started in this business very young on YouTube. So people are not used to her being an adult and showing off her sensuality. So a lot of people were criticizing Chloe for her performance, even though it was just this very different interpretation of the song, and it was very sensual. Well, Nina Simone's granddaughter came out in her defense, saying that her grandmother would approve. She said her grandmother, if you know anything about her, would approve of this sort of interpretation of her song. She was all about freedom, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Let me take a sip. Thanks, Twan, for the super chat. Twan says, miss you all. Twan, drive safely. You shouldn't be texting and driving unless someone else is driving. Then you can text freely. We will be posting the link if you're just joining us. We are live for our Sunday Funday brunch hour featuring my girl, Femtaro. She'll be calling in just a little bit to do a celebrity reading and taking your calls for a lightning round of questions. I got a lot of questions for her, specifically about this Nina Simone story. So, of course, the granddaughter of Nina Simone, came out in support of Chloe Bailey. But then she decided to use that moment. Oh my goodness, to come at our Vice President, Kamala Harris. If you don't remember, Kamala Harris was the Attorney General of California. Let me just get my details in front of me so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. So this is what the granddaughter said about Kamala Harris. Hold on. Okay. So these are some of the tweets that Rihanna Simone Kelly posted. And she really went in. Let me come to the side. So she said, as I said before, ask her why. She's referring to Vice President Kamala Harris. She separated my family. Ask her why my grandmother's estate is in shambles now. Ask her why we as her family no longer own the rights to anything. Ask her why she bullied my mother in court and my mom almost killed herself from the depression. Ask her why my mother had a gag order put on her and cannot speak on these things. Ask her why she didn't even want my mom to be able to say she was Nina Simone's daughter. Ask her why she wanted us to walk away with nothing. My grandmother created something beautiful with her life while she was here on earth, even through all of her pain. I am so proud of her legacy. I am so proud to be her grandchild, but I feel separated from my legacy as if it's even mine. Let me explain. My grandmother is influencing the masses as she should. I see her on billboards. I see artists covering her music. It breaks my heart to know that white people are making money off of grandma's hard work, that we have had all of our rights as her family stripped from us. Okay. So a lot of people were like, what? Kamala Harris did what? So then you have to do a little digging. Why would this happen? Why would they be? Look, it's not unheard of some of our favorite legendary singers no longer having the rights, their families no longer having the rights to their music. But the story goes deeper than what the granddaughter's saying, reportedly. I'm not saying that the family shouldn't have any rights to the grandmother's estate, but the reason why Kamala Harris was even involved as the California State Attorney General was because allegedly Rihanna's mother, Nina Simone's granddaughter, misappropriated funds from the mother's estate, from Nina Simone's estate. Oh, Lord. So I'm just going to read you some details so I don't mess up the story. Okay. I see everyone in the chat. Hey, everyone. Hold on. Marcia says, I heard her mom was not doing what she was supposed to do with the estate. Yes, we're going to get into that. So the reason why Kamala Harris was even involved was because allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, I'm not sure if I should have said allegedly, they did reach a settlement in regards to this. And part of that settlement was that Nina Simone's daughter, who originally wasn't the executor of the estate, it was actually someone else. Nina Simone had put someone else as the executor of the estate. The executor of the estate then put Nina Simone's daughter over the estate. All right. So Rihanna's mother, Lisa, that's Nina Simone's daughter, was made the administrator of Nina's estate upon death, but sometime later she was accused of misappropriating funds that were tied to both the estate and a charity set up in Nina's name. That's how Kamala Harris's office got involved. And in the end, they reached a settlement, the terms of which Rihanna is shedding light on now, not to mention Lisa herself, who praised her daughter for speaking the truth. But as a part of the settlement, Lisa was prohibited from associating herself with Nina in what seems to be any capacity, be it familial or otherwise, in addition to a gag order forbidding her from talking about Nina. That's why Rihanna is speaking up on the issue on behalf of her mother. But there's part of this that we should really also note. So when they say misappropriating funds, they're saying that allegedly Nina's daughter took over, I think the estate had $1.5 million in it, and she moved that money to her personal account. And that money was supposed to go to a few different countries in Africa, a few different schools in Africa. And the mother allegedly did not do that. And that's why the California law enforcement had to get involved. The parts of this that to me are interesting is that she's not able to talk about her own mother. That part is, I'm sort of like, but why? But why? It's kind of it's a crazy situation. But at the same time, if you really go through some of the tweets that the granddaughter was talking about, where she said, look, can I play devil's advocate? Can I play devil's advocate? On one side of things, if this was my grandmother and this was her legacy, I would want some sort of involvement, meaning the way that her image is used, the way that her music is used, those types of things. But based on how the daughter was talking about it, it made it seem as if it was more of a money thing versus a legacy thing, because she was talking about how she contemplated stripping, in order to make ends meet. And the part of me is like, so what if your grandmother wasn't Nina Simone? Wouldn't you have to figure out how to make ends meet? Right? So look, that's the thing about me. And I know a lot of y'all say, Kempire, you're always riding the fence on these topics. You never really give one side. Honestly, that's just the way that I think. I be twerking on that fence. I'm just twerking on the fence, because I'm like, I can see the side of the family. But then if the mother allegedly decided, you know what, I'm going to take remember, this is a charity. That's part of the reason why this legal action was taken. You're taking money from a charity and moving it to your personal account. Why, girl? Because you want that money for yourself? But then on the other side of things, why can't Nina Simone's daughter talk about her own mother? That's the part that I'm like, why couldn't she? Why was there a gag order put on her? Why can't she talk about her mother? Is it because she can make money from talking about her mother? See, that's one thing. She should be able to talk about her mother, but making money off of the estate. See, that there's that other side of things. Anyways, shout out to everyone that's in the chat. Dear Dana's here, Twan's here. If you're just joining us, we are doing our Sunday Fun Day brunch hour, where we're covering a couple of different hot topics and doing a the final season recap in just a second. I wanted to talk about this Nina Simone story a little bit more at length. We will be following this story. As I said to you before, I can see the family side, but I can also see law enforcement side. So now the estate is run by a separate company. Sad. It's a sad situation, because if Nina Simone was my grandmother and I couldn't talk about her, well, technically I could, but my mother couldn't. It's weird to me, but as I said to you before, it sounds a little bit like it has more to do with money versus than the image and story about Nina Simone's life. And a good show to watch on Netflix is is it called Whatever Happened to Nina Simone? I can't remember the exact title, y'all. Lauryn Hill was involved with it. I also know that the daughter was involved with it as well. So There's a lot going on. But the Nina Simone story is worth knowing if you don't know it. Anyways, because it's Pride Month, we were going to do a bunch of different hot topics, but because it's Pride Month and this was the final season of Pose, I said we should do just a quick recap. I know a lot of people were upset to hear that season 3 would be the last season of Pose on FX, the Ryan Murphy production that highlighted so many people in the LGBTQIA plus community, the alphabet community, as I lovingly call us. And I thought it'd be a perfect way to sort of end Pride Month. I know Pride Month is not over yet, but I thought this would be a great way because, look, next week's Pride. I don't expect to see me around these parts. I'm going to go be somewhere prideful. All right, we have almost 100 people in the room. Like this video if you haven't liked it already. We are talking Pose the final season. So a lot of people were a little critical of this final season, but we have to remember something. They covered so many important topics over the last 3 seasons. I felt like they wanted to get every other topic done with this final season. They wanted to make sure that they got to every area. And some of my favorite episodes, the episodes with Elektra and her West Indian mother, that was so important, talking about that aspect. We got to know a little bit more about Elektra, who's one of my favorite characters from Pose. We also got, one of my other favorite episodes was Pray Tell going back to his family to let them know that he's dying. And then going into the Black church part of it, we got to get Janet Hubert from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We got Jack Hay. And then, oh my God, Thelma from Amen. I'm so sorry I don't remember her name as an actress. But just that part was so important. Someone says, Kempire, please share your thoughts on the Avatar situation. What is there to say? Is there anything to say at this point? Check out my podcast. Hold on, y'all. A lot of y'all, hold on. Let me see. Dorit, hey Dorit, what's going on? Dorit from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Have you heard the latest on Erica Jane from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? I did see a story. Of course, we will be covering it. Just if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Today, we're talking about the final season of Pose. So as I said to you before, they covered a lot of really important areas. And it's so crazy to me because we just lived through a pandemic. I know we're literally still in the middle of it, but we're coming towards the end of it. And I think it's important because I remember right at the top of this pandemic, I was talking to this gay man and he talked about the AIDS epidemic and what life was like. He literally had this mask that I like he was ready for like war or whatever it may be. And I was like, because at the beginning we weren't really taking it as serious. And I was like, sir, do you really need that? And then he talked about the AIDS epidemic. And anytime someone from that era talks about the AIDS epidemic, there's just, God only knows what they saw or remember or the PTSD that they experienced from that time. And that's why watching Pose talk about this AIDS epidemic at the time was so important because it's so relevant today. They were protesting back then about healthcare, about access to healthcare, about how people of color are treated when it comes to healthcare. I was like, this show is so timely and so important. I loved every second of it. Every second of it. But one of the questions I'm going to ask Femtaro is about why did it end? Because everyone wants to know. We have never gotten a solid word on why Pose ended. Also, I want to understand why Janet Mock had that whole breakdown in public at the premiere party. I'm going to ask Femtaro. But also because it's Pride Month, that's part of the reason why I decided to do a final season recap of Pose. Let me know, for everyone in the chat, your favorite character from Pose. My favorite character from Pose, when season 1 aired, it was Blanca. Blanca was the heart of the show. She was so important for the show. But as the seasons progressed, when Candy passed away in season 2, it killed me. But I love that we got to see a little bit more of Candy throughout that season. And then, of course, in season 3. I'm trying to think of what else I didn't love, because you know I'm a straight shooter. I did not love Angel and Poppy's wedding. It was beautiful to see. I even saw some familiar faces in the audience. That's the great thing about Pose. Some people that live in New York were part of the backdrop. So it was like, oh, I know that person. The wedding and him singing, I was like, we could have done without this. we didn't need this moment. Also, I feel like the relationship with Angel and Poppy wasn't believable for me. It wasn't believable for me. But I digress. All of the other stories, look, you can say whatever you want about Billy Porter, but Billy Porter deserves all the awards for his performance in Pose, especially this season, because we got to see so many levels of Billy Porter. Billy Porter in this season. I'm sorry, I'm gonna probably do spoiler alert. At this point, everyone should have seen it. The show ended a couple of weeks ago. Everyone should have seen it. So Billy Porter's character, Pray Tell, dies, and we did not expect this because he gets into the special program to get the certain kinds of meds that he needed. He was doing better, but we find out after he dies, he ended up giving his meds to oh my God, I can't even think of his name. The cute one, look, the cute dancer one, who ends up coming back saying that he has AIDS. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect Pray Tell to die because I thought, oh, he's getting better. At first, I thought he was going to die, but then when he does die, I'm like, oh, this is not what I needed. But it was the real part of what was going on of the time. A lot of people were like, seems too rushed. But you know what? I think they did a good job with the show for an abbreviated season, for a final season. They covered so many important topics. Even if you have to rewatch it. If you have not rewatched the final season of Pose, you should rewatch it, because you're going to pick up little things that they said and did in every episode that stood out to me. And I'm so glad that they did it. I'm so glad that they had the opportunity to close out this season the way that they were able to do it. I'm trying to think of anything else that stood out to me this season. Pray Tell, Blanca's boyfriend. Someone remind me where Blanca's boyfriend is from again, because he was in another show or movie. He is delicious. Look, I was happy for Blanca. I was happy that Blanca finally gets. First of all, Blanca has so many things that she achieves in this final season. She becomes a nurse. She has the boyfriend. And I'm so glad we figured out what they were going to do with the body in the trunk. Yes. Remember the body in the trunk? We almost forgot about the trunk that Elektra had in her closet with the dead body. And then someone reminded me that is based on a true story that was featured in Paris is Burning, another legendary LGBTQIA+ movie, a documentary. I'm just glad we figured out. I'm glad they closed up that story, because I probably would have been forever thinking that body is still in the closet, in the trunk. And how do you live with a body in the trunk in your house? But they played with Elektra's story. Elektra having all this money, which wasn't untrue. There were some people involved with the mob that weren't necessarily a part of the mob. I enjoyed it. I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. So Debonair, I agree. I was just thinking that I wanted a better ending for Damon, even though I know he had personal stuff going on in real life, and that's why we didn't get to see him. I think it was like 1 or 2 episodes, or just 1 episode we got to see him. Either way, I think although it wasn't the ideal final season, I'm glad that they did it. I hope that this is just the beginning of seeing people like you and me and so many others on television. I have to see more of Elektra. I remember Elektra when she was Tyra Allure back in the day when I was in the gay clubs. Tyra Allure. And it's so amazing to see how she has evolved as an actress. To me, there's so much depth to her. I need more of her. And she looked amazing this season, from the hair, the makeup, all of that. She looked amazing. And I love, like I said before, I love the fact that they covered her Caribbean roots and how that was a challenge for what she went through, and how sometimes, no, not how sometimes. One of the things that I loved about this, you know, the ball scene, seeing all of that, seeing Blanca and Pray Tell perform that final scene gave me such nostalgia, because I remember watching Diana Ross perform in Central Park, and I was a little kid and I was just mesmerized on television. I believe it was a Friday night, if I can recall that. But I was a baby during the time, and I remember that. I remember that specific concert. And seeing them perform that, seeing the ball scenes on television is amazing. Seeing that these families that were formed, I always wished I was a part of one of those families. But luckily for me, I didn't really need one. But there were so many young LGBTQIA people that needed that and had that and still have that today, I think was amazing. But as I said to you before, if you're just joining us, I have my girl Femtaro here because I have questions about why Pose ended, the real reason. Also, I have a question about why did Janet Mock have that breakdown at the premiere party and admit to cheating on Poppy? We'll call him Poppy. And I do have a question, hopefully, if Femtaro's backstage, I have a question about Marsha Johnson. There's a fantastic documentary on Marsha Johnson on Netflix that they just did last year that I watched. And I was like, there's a big mystery behind how she died. And if you haven't seen my collaboration with Femtaro, we've done so many celebrities, some of your favorite celebrities and housewives, all of that. I've posted a link to her YouTube channel. She's reached over 1,000 subscribers. Congrats to Femtaro on that. But as I said before, I have a lot of questions. But please welcome my girl Femtaro to the building. Hey!
I have to give the royal wave. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. It was a hot day today, so I've got my fan in the background. I hope it does not, interfere with the sound.
Sounds good, because I have my big loud air conditioner on, and people say I sound fine. So I'm like, all right. Good,
because with the lights and everything, it gets quite hot. So, but yeah. I'm doing good, and look, we're matching.
Yes, we always psychically match. First of all, I want to remind everyone we have over 100 and something people in the chat. Like this video, it's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. We will be posting the link for you guys to call in for asking Femtaro some of your questions about relationships, career, love, but no health questions, and because that's just going to be a deeper dive that we can't do here. And I need you guys to book a reading with Femtaro, even though she's booked up till what, November?
December.
Oh.
I've got a waiting list now for people in case there are cancellations or openings. So if you want to get on the waiting list, please do. Otherwise, we'll start booking for 2022.
Oh my God.
We'll start doing the yearly readings at the beginning of the year. That's what a lot of people like to do.
Which is perfect. And I always say that the time that they're able to book with you is when they're supposed to book with you.
I agree. Absolutely. Absolutely. And a lot of people have told me, we've watched you from the beginning when you started on YouTube. We always wanted a reading, but for whatever reason, I was too scared, too nervous, didn't feel the time was right. And when they did eventually come to me for a reading, it was indeed, you're absolutely right. The timing was great because things came up during the reading that they had to know and things that they needed to change in order for them to move forward and feel unstuck, unglued,
And congratulations on reaching over 1,000 subscribers. Now you're able to share, some of the great content you share on your Instagram, on your community tab. Excited for you. How does it feel? Because it has been a journey.
Well, I haven't gotten my community tab yet. I'm waiting. YouTube, hello.
How many days later?
I'm still waiting for that. I Googled it. I had to Google it. I'm like, how long does it take for them to open up the community tab? And it says it can take up to a week. So,
oh, okay. Oh.
So, today is the third day since I hit 1,000. So we'll wait. I'll be patient. sort of.
Okay. I just want to say thank you, Ken Porter, for the super chat. Love your content. Thank you for supporting the channel. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. But also, I love a super chat. I always shake when people send me a super chat. You gotta shake for the cash. But also supporting the channel is subscribing. So if you're not subscribed to my channel or Femtaro's channel, subscribe. We love hearing from you guys. Also, you can see me on Femtaro's YouTube channel doing celebrity readings with her. She reads the tarot cards. I read them for Phil.
Just saying.
Just saying. I don't want to waste any time because I know we're going to have some people call in and ask you questions. But I have a couple of questions that I have to ask you about this show that I know you don't even watch, Pose, but there was some drama. So my first question, what's the real reason why Pose on FX was canceled?
All right. Let's go. Wow, let's get right to it.
I'm not wasting any time.
You're not
because I know I have more questions. I got juicy questions.
You always do. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Let me concentrate.
Do your thing. I just also want to remind you guys, we just did a collaboration on Femtaro's YouTube channel about Chrissy Teigen and John Legend, and there were some really interesting things that came out of that. I posted a clip from that on my channel, but to see the full video, you have to head on over to Femtaro's channel. I mean, I literally had to meditate, shower, and sage out my house after that reading.
And you've got to tell them about the story because we promised them last time you were live and I was in the chat, though you have to tell them the story. What happened afterwards?
So afterwards, we were talking, and this happened before Femtaro. That's the one thing I didn't tell you. It's happened before where my image, it sort of got blurry. But then you made a face and you were like, and you can finish that part.
Yeah, he suddenly went blurry, and that never happens on StreamYard. We've been doing this for a very long time, and it never, I mean, you have all sorts of other glitches. And he didn't even, like, Kempire didn't even notice in the beginning. And I told him, and then I got the image of a homeless woman who was there. She was there. She was walking around him, like walking around his house. And I asked her, what's going on? Why are you there? Because I know Kempire's house is clean. He cleanses it. He smudges everything. He's got his crystals. And she, unfortunately, died. No one had found her yet. She was around his, she was a homeless woman who lived in his block, or 2 blocks away, actually. His block or 2 blocks away, that's what I got. And she just didn't know she died. And she was just like, aimlessly sort of hovering around from one room to the other. And she was there, and I had to send her off, and everything's fine now. I told Kemp what to do to clear the energy, her energy. But that was really sad. Did you look into that though? Did you Google it?
I started yesterday, but I should have did it right after just to kind of see. I didn't find anything, but I'm going to keep looking just to see. I mean, especially because it's a homeless person. So sometimes they don't report on it. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Unfortunately, especially if they don't know who they are, they don't have an ID or something. They don't have next of kin, most of them. So that was sad, but she's off now. She went into the light. Everything is good. But that was really came out of the blue. And it was after the Chrissy Teigen reading, which was already, for anyone's watched the reading, you can see that I'm losing my words. I'm all over the place. I'm blocked. I'm trying to get through. I was starting to pick up really bad energy, like low vibrations, but I was like really pushing through it. And Kempire, by the end, he had a massive headache. I was drained. He had a headache. We were both. And then suddenly this homeless woman just walks in, and we're like, okay, but that's what happens, especially when you do readings that are low energy and low vibration. What happens is that it's almost like you open up to other spirits to come in. And that's what happened at that point, because she was like sort of going around. So yeah, because she could feel that, our energy, because we were doing the reading, and you're part of the reading, Kemp, even though you might not be the reader, but you are part of that reading. You're opening up yourself too. And that's what happened. So that was interesting. Kemp was guys, you should have seen his, everyone talks about his face.
I really was freaked out a little bit. I was really a little freaked out. Not by what you saw, but the fact that she really was here and I believed it. And I was just like, oh, okay. And I had a really bad headache. A really bad.
You had a bad headache. And in the beginning, you were trying to act all cool. You know, when I said that, you were like, but you could see in your face that you were, I've got a ghost in my house. What am I going to do? I could read you know, I can read your mind. And it was so funny. But then after that, I think you were fine after what, half an hour?
I did everything you told me to do and I meditated. I felt completely different. I just want to let people know what I did just in case they ever have the experience. Yeah. I smudged with sage throughout the house, and you told me to go in the corners, and I forgot the mantra that you told me. I pretty much was letting the person be free, go. Yeah. And I took a cold shower, and I meditated. And I meditate twice a day already. But after I meditated, I felt completely, mind you, my meditation is usually like 20 something minutes. This one was like almost 40. Oh, yeah.
Okay. You don't have to do 40. That was an exaggeration, but Kemp likes he likes to meditate.
It just kept on going. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't realize that time had gone that quickly.
You needed it.
That with everyone.
And you had your crystals too. You also wear your crystals. You had your crystals, so you were protected. And if anyone out there, if you feel that there is a spirit or some kind of energy around in your house and you don't have crystals, you should always get crystals and have them around. But you can always light a black candle. Black candles absorb negative energy, just so you know. Okay. And white, we use white candles, especially when we do readings, because this is attracting the white light and the spirit, our guides, telling them that I'm open now. I'm open to receive any messages that need to come through.
And people are asking why I specifically took a cold shower, but you told me to take a shower. Why take a shower?
Well, I do that too, because shower, first of all, it relaxes your mind. Water relaxes your mind and your body. And at the same time, it clears the energy. It clears the energy around you and your aura and the auric field around you. So if you feel low, if you've been in a public space, let's say in a public place with lots of people, and then after that you feel drained or you feel that you're starting to get a headache, a shower is a great way to clear that energy, cleanse that energy, and anything, even if there is an attachment, it helps as well. Because you can, other people's energies or spirits can attach to you. You don't have to, you don't have to be psychic, a reader, a medium. They do. If they like you or if they feel that you're in that vulnerable, let's say, space, they can do that. But it's like joyriding. They don't stay forever. It's like they joyride and then they just go. Yeah.
All right. Let's get into this, because as I said to you before, I want to know why. We did a quick little recap of the final season of Pose. We have almost 100 people in the room. Like this video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. But the final season, everyone, they were a little sidetracked by it. They were like, why? They were renewed so early in their second season. But why was Pose on FX canceled?
Okay, good question. I already picked the cards. First of all, it came to completion. I feel they felt that if they had another season, it would be lackluster. It wouldn't be as exciting. And they didn't want to ruin the brand, if you know what I mean. They felt that now was a good time to end it. Also, I have the Judgment card here. Could be, I don't know, who is it? Is it Ryan Murphy? Is it produced?
Yes.
Oh, right. Okay. Because I heard you say that, but I had no idea. And I also feel that they're moving on to other projects. I feel that another project is in the works, or they're discussing again that it might be about as you say, the alphabet community, the LGBTQIA plus community, but not so focused around it. It could be a typical Ryan Murphy, I feel, which is going to be like a mix and match of a little bit of horror, LGBTQIA, a little bit of feud in there. There's going to be, so it's basically, it came to completion and it's time to move on to other projects.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I was speculating because I don't know if you heard this story, Femtaro. Janet Mock, who is one of the creators and writers and directors, a part of this, and I'll show you her picture. This is Janet Mock, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah.
Well, she had a tirade at their premiere party. So a part of this tirade, rightfully so, she was saying, why am I paid this certain amount? But during this tirade, besides talking about the show ending and her not being happy, she said that she cheated on her boyfriend. And I don't know how she would cheat on this beautiful man. She cheated on him. She admitted this during this live in front of everyone, the entire cast, their crew, everyone's there. She admitted it. Why did she have this tirade? What's going on with Janet Mock? Okay. Some people say that she had too much to drink. And she cheated well, she said it was someone on the crew. We want to know who.
That she cheated with someone on the crew?
Yeah, so we don't know if it's an actor or if it's someone behind the scenes.
Okay, her name is Janet, right?
Janet Mock. She's a writer, director, producer. She does everything.
She does everything. She's multi-talented, multifaceted.
And we were shocked because this is not normal Janet Mock behavior.
Well, she was over it. It was a little bit revengeful.
Against whom?
Against someone who she worked with. Could it be the guy that she cheated her? What is it? What was it? Her husband she cheated on? Or
no. Angel. Well, I don't know. What's his real? I can't remember his real name. It's unimportant. This guy is her boyfriend. She said during this tirade that she cheated on him with someone from the crew.
Yeah, well, I see definitely that it was someone that she is. I really feel that she was trying to get back to this person that is on the crew, the one that she cheated with. But she's very regretful. She's got guilt. It was a mistake. And I feel that she needed to get it out. Aside from the fact that she felt bad for herself for doing that, it was a little bit shade as well towards this person that she slept with. I just feel she was in a vulnerable place when that happened, and it just happened. And she just wanted to be the one to come out with it instead of anyone else who knew about it.
Oh.
If you know what I mean.
Are we able to figure out who it was?
Someone she works with. That's what I'm getting. Because I have the 7 of Pentacles. I'll just show it to you. Someone she works with or she has worked with. So it could be a fellow actor. Could be, I don't know, the director. Could be anyone. That's what I'm getting. But someone that she's worked with. But I do feel that she regrets it. Maybe this person is too mouthy and started like gossiping and talking to people about it. So she wanted to do damage control. But also it came from like she was regretful, like seriously regretful. Because she came from, with that full card, she was in a vulnerable place. I feel that she was a little bit naive, that maybe she believed stuff that this guy told her. And maybe she believed that he was really into her. And, in a moment of weakness that kind of happened. But I don't feel that there is anything else there regarding this. This was just a moment of weakness.
What do we see for this relationship? Because I honestly don't. I mean, she's quite older than he is. So I've never really seen it for that relationship. But look.
Well, I mean, if you're asking me energetically, I don't see compatibility there. I don't see chemistry there if you're asking me energetically.
And what do you normally say about me and my intuition?
Well, you've got like your intuition is spot on. That's why we're always so in sync, because it's almost like we meet halfway. It's unbelievable.
I do want to ask just quickly, because I do want to ask a little bit about Marsha Johnson, even though I probably think this is probably a deeper one that you can get into. But what's the future for her career, Janet Mock? Because I know Janet's watching.
Okay, hold on. Are we talking about the relationship now?
No, her career.
Okay, we scrap that.
All right. Because we already know it's not going to work.
Moving on.
But what about her career? Because, she started out as an author, and then she moved into television and writing and producing and directing. I want to know what's in the future for Janet. Did she burn a bridge by losing it in front of Ryan Murphy?
Well,
because a lot of people would feel that's sort of like career suicide.
Oh.
Lulu says I'm now buying all sorts of crystals. Stay tuned. Can I say this about your future thing?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Femtaro is going to be selling her own crystals soon, y'all. So
yeah, I'm opening my own shop, crystals, diffusers, spiritual journals as well. Anything that you need to help you evolve spiritually. And all the stuff that I talk about on my channel, on Kempire's channel, and during coaching, that's what I'm going to be selling. But we'll let you know when the time is right. But it's in the works. Thank you, Kempire. Right, back to her. So I feel that even though it seems like she has it all, that she has a good career and she's got the talent to do everything and expand, it doesn't look good in the background. It does not look good in the background. Does she have a contract? Is that a contract? I feel she's something contractual there. But on the other hand, there is something new. We're going to see her working on something new. But at the same time, I feel that she's a little bit bounded by someone or a contract. Could it be an agent, a manager, that she doesn't have a favorable contract with this person? And it's almost like she's made to take on projects that are not really for her. They're not really where her heart is. But I do see that we will hear soon that she's working on something else. We'll see her again. We'll hear about her again with that Ace of Pentacles. She's working hard. She's a hard worker, this girl. She's a hard worker. But there's something there behind the scenes that I don't like what I see. Wait, let me ask more specifically. Let's see what comes up. I beat you to punch, Kempire.
Yeah. we have over 150 people in the room. Like this video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. And if you would like a reading with Femtaro, head on over to femtaro.com or the links in the description of this video. Also, when you subscribe to Femtaro's YouTube channel, you can see some of the past Walk of Femme celebrity readings that we've done. Most recently, Chrissy Teigen and John Legend's open relationship. I'm just going to put it out there. And there was a question I asked Femtaro at the end that is sort of like what Bravo's been doing to us with this whole Real Housewives of Beverly Hills episodes, to be continued.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Okay.
This is going to be part 2 soon. Right. So there's something. Yeah, I tell you, there's some kind. She's bound by something. I feel contractual or by someone. Someone behind the scenes is definitely giving her a little bit of a hard time or is not allowing her the freedom to choose her own projects. I also feel that this person is taking a big chunk of her income, of her money.
This is starting to make more sense about her rant, because I didn't go through the entire rant, but she talked about money, about the behind, and which was why everyone, she was saying F Hollywood. So there definitely was something going on. There
is manipulation there, but the good news for her is that she's moving away from this situation. She's going to figure it out on how to make it work for her. King of Wands. She's getting someone. Okay, her boyfriend. No, I was just told this is not her boyfriend, but she's getting someone new. I have a King of Wands here, a fire sign, that is going to be maybe her new manager, her new agent.
I was going to say her new boo.
No, because we're talking about business right now. So, no, there is a guy, though, that she's talking to who's going to take over, and he's a much better fit and is much more, he cares more about, not just about himself and what his gut is going to be, but helping her, evolve in her career. I do feel what I'm being shown, though, is that she has a very good, she has a big potential of becoming big, if that makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah. If she plays her cards right, another pun, she can seriously, and she has people around her that care for her truly, and not just like how how much money they can get out of, or making her take jobs that she doesn't really want because that's for their best interest. I see that we're going to see more of her and hear more of her in the future.
Wow. See, that's why I love doing these readings, because you really help. You give life coaching to people, celebrities that don't necessarily need it. But I mean, they need it, but you should be paying for it. You're welcome. Can I ask you just one quick question? Because we're gonna post the link for people to call in. But I just reported at the top of the show about a Nina Simone story and her daughter allegedly siphoning money from her estate to her personal account.
Ooh.
Why we're talking about this story, because this happened years ago, and Kamala Harris was the attorney general at the time before she became VP, and the granddaughter is now calling Kamala Harris out, saying that Kamala Harris is the one that the reason why they're not involved in the family's estate. Is that true? I know it's very complicated, but
it's very complicated. I think we need a proper reading for this, because I'm not sure I'm going to get the I'll just pull up the card. So, was Nina Simone's daughter involved in this? In
siphoning out money out of this charitable organization?
In the scheme.
I just could. I had you here. I was like, let me ask you a question. We should definitely start doing, because we did Michael Jackson. We did a channeling of Michael Jackson. But we probably should do some more, passed on.
And we have someone in mind already.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And I get a lot, Kempire. I got more signs today, so we've got to do that one. Yeah.
And I think I got a sign the other day too, just yesterday. And I meant to mention it. Okay, sorry, we're digressing.
We are digressing. She's ready though. She's ready for it. It's unclear. It's very unclear. I just had jumper cards. I have the Page of Swords here. Kind of feel it's muddy. Maybe she didn't know what exactly the consequences of what she was doing or how serious this was. I feel was this years ago? I feel that she was much younger. Okay. I feel like there was some kind of innocence there, like being a little bit ignorant of what was going on. And then with this wheel, and then things turned, and then suddenly, and then she's out in the cold. She never got money. I don't feel that she had access to that money though.
Oh, well, apparently, according to these court documents, she moved it.
Yeah, but I feel that she hasn't spent it. I feel it's still there, or it's in an account or something.
No, she no longer has it.
Ah, okay.
That's why Kamala got involved. The State Department got involved, and that was part of it. That makes sense, though.
Got it. But I just think it just happened like that. She was much younger. She didn't really know. I'm not excusing her. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, how I'm feeling it.
Business ignorance. Maybe she didn't understand that she shouldn't be moving that money like that.
Exactly. I don't feel that it was like malicious or with an intent to steal, if you know what I mean. I just feel that she didn't really know what she was doing. She was trying to move things around. She was trying to, and she has no access to that money. She didn't spend that money. Nothing happened. I think the money is back in the account. I don't know where the money is, but it's safe.
Well, it's safe because Kamala Harris got involved, and now the family has no ownership over the estate at all.
Yeah, well, the justice card there, yes. So we know that there was legal. Yeah, they were like
I'm
lawyers.
starting to learn these cards.
Yeah, I know. You'll be able to read in a few months yourself. Yeah, I do see, but no, it wasn't that bad for her. I don't maybe people like to put dirt in such gossip and news like that, but I don't feel it was anything.
I like to spread the speculation. But look, I cleared up the story. So you're saying that it wasn't necessarily as bad as I'm making it out to be.
Yeah, exactly. I think it is just like it blew up, but it wasn't as, as exaggerated as it came out.
This is another person we probably could do a deep dive on, but because it's Pride Month, and I wanted to make sure we fit this in, because if you don't know, Femtaro drops by the channel once a month where we take your calls, and we're going to post the link in just a second. But this legendary woman that's between us, Marsha Johnson, one of the pioneers of the Pride movement, the reason why we have Pride. There's a big mystery behind her passing. Are we able to see like what really happened to Marsha Johnson?
Oh, yes.
I know that's a deep question.
That's a deep. It's opening up a portal for her to come through and channel her, and I don't think we have time.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want? We can do a separate one. We can do a separate reading for that, because I do feel that energy now. It's just like as soon as you said her name, so that's why I'm like, uh-oh.
Well, stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned, because I think because there's a whole documentary done on Marsha Johnson's life. And either way, I wanted to mention her because we are celebrating Pride today. We did a quick recap of Pose, and Marsha.
She's here. She's super excited. She is super happy, and she feels honored that you mentioned her. And she feels a sense of pride. That's what she's showing me. Pride. I mean, that was completely unintentional, but she said that. She says, I feel pride.
Oh, I love when this happens. We'll do a separate video for Marsha Johnson because she deserves it. You know what she's wearing?
You know what she's wearing? Just to tell you guys, she's wearing one of these like fun top hats, which has the Pride colors on it. Like, you know, one of those like really sort of like plush. It's like a plush hat that you wear as a joke, and it's got and that's how she showed up.
Oh
no, sorry, she's there. I was confused.
I'm gonna leave her up for the rest of this live, just because she's gonna be the heart of the rest of this live. I'm gonna post a link for everyone to call in. Please, everyone, everyone's limited to one question to ask Femtaro today. I'm going to post a link for you all to call in and ask your question. Hold on.
Can I just say, because you left her photo, and she has a raspy voice. She must have been, I don't know if she must have been like a heavy smoker, because she has a and she's got like a very deep raspy voice, at least how I hear it. And yeah, she's loving this. She's enjoying being here right now.
Oh, guys, if you have not seen Femtaro's channeling of Michael Jackson, again, you guys should go to Femtaro's YouTube channel. We'll post a link as well in the description of this video. You need to see that.
It got heavy, everyone. It got heavy. Towards the end, I was in tears. I broke down.
And we never know. We never know if they're going to show up or if we're just going to be able to just do a reading. Michael Jackson showed up, y'all.
He did.
Okay, let's see. We have already a couple of people. You guys are quick.
Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. Let me clear my deck.
All right. Before we even start, let's get to 100. Before I take any calls, let's get to 100 likes. I love playing this game with you guys. Let's get to 100 likes before I take any calls. Hold on. Oh, I love the fact that Marsha showed up. Hey, Marsha.
She's still here. That's what I was checking right now. Just before you said that, I could see her. She's holding one flower. Oh my God, I'm terrible. I'm not a green thumb, right? So I'm terrible at naming plants and flowers, but it's a beautiful like magenta flower colored. Like,
you're asking the wrong person. I'm also not a green thumb. Even though I was cutting the grass yesterday, I don't know if that makes me a green thumb though. All right, let's take a couple of callers. We're only going to do this for a half hour because we don't want to wear out our girl here. All right, I'm going to take, I know this person. Hold on. Hey. Oh, I have to take this off. Hold on.
Okay, because we can't see her.
No, right.
We can't see Danielle.
Hey, Danielle.
Hi.
How are you guys doing today?
Fantastic. Can you hear her, Femtaro?
Not
it's a little
really.
Low, right?
Yeah, it's a bit low.
What about now?
Perfect.
Better.
Okay, I got it. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I actually have a good girlfriend with me who's I'm calling in for. So I'm gonna pass her the phone and let her talk to you directly, fam.
Thank you.
Hello,
Danielle.
How are you? My name is
Hi.
Tamika.
Oh, I love the energy. Yay.
So my question of the day is, I have a court case or court date coming up, and I want to know the outcome of that court case.
Ooh. Is it? Why do I get a 2? 2 weeks, 2 months?
I'm sorry.
I get it
days.
in 2 days. That's why I got the 2. I'm like, oh.
Yes.
Femtaro. I love it when you give us numbers, because you've given me numbers before, and I'm like, oh.
I've given names as well, and people are like, how did you know? I'm like, well, that's what I do.
Don't give me any names, please. Look, we had a ghost show up last week. I can't handle this.
You're fine. Okay, hold on. Let me concentrate. Focus. Is it work related? Does it have to do with a contract or work related? Because I had a jumper card.
No, it's not work related.
Okay, so it's work in progress. That's what they're trying to say. Okay. Tough one. Meaning it's not clear yet. That's what I mean, tough one. Not tough one for you. What is going on here? Okay, Ace of Wands. It's very unclear. Could there be an extension? Is there any chance that they might take an extension or do it in the...
I hope not, but there has been some extensions.
Okay, because I kind of feel that's what I kind of feel right now. That's what's going on. And then a King of Cups is you have a lawyer, right? Obviously.
Yes, an attorney is involved.
An attorney, I feel like he's a water sign.
Okay.
Because I see him. And also I feel there's a lot going on here. I kind of feel that there is going to be an extension because I don't see an outcome yet.
Okay.
But wait, I pulled the wish card. Kempire was like, I got the wish card. Although it might be a little bit delayed, I feel it's going to be favorable for you.
Great. Thank you.
Everything you want is going to come out. Yay.
Okay. I appreciate that. Good news. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I love good news. Okay. Dorit's on the line. Dorit, I'm going to bring you up. Hey, Dorit.
Hello, Kempire, Natalie. I love you.
Dorit, long time no see.
I know. Kempire, I love you. You're so refreshing. Really.
Oh,
I enjoy your content and your videos. And Natalie, of course, I love you too.
Oh, we missed you, Dorit. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yes. I have to call and make an appointment with you.
Fast before we go into 2023.
I know. Oh my God.
Look, I see it for your future, Femtaro. Just saying. Dorit, what's your question?
All right. So my daughter's 30 years old and single. And I'd like to know, is she ever going to get married? I don't bother her or nag her about it, but I'm just curious.
It's funny you asked that because you cannot imagine how many moms that I read for. They're always like towards the end, they're like, can I ask one last question? It's not about me. It's about my child. Will they get married? Will they have children?
I know.
I know. It's sweet. I've got kids too.
She just turned 30 and I was like, okay,
Oh. Wait, hold on. What's her name, Dorit? What's her name? Sorry?
Smadar.
Okay, Smadar.
It's a Hebrew name.
Okay.
Love it.
Smadar. I love it too.
Thank you. It means blossom in English.
Oh, nice. Even more beautiful now.
Actually, it's the flower that grows from the leaf of the grapes. It's in the Bible.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's even deeper meaning.
It blooms.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And by the way, I had to read first, from Housewives. I'm older.
I prefer you to read anyway.
And Dorit means a gift in Hebrew.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, she's not a gift to us.
Kempire, you're fuzzy again. You went fuzzy again.
Ooh.
Look at his face now.
Lord.
You're fine. You're fine. I don't feel anything. And even if I do, I'm not going to tell you yet because you're going to freak out.
Mm.
So, right, back to Dorit's question. Well, I know why you're asking. Because I feel that your daughter is like, is she outgoing and she likes to go out and
Very outgoing, a little too much.
that's why you're asking, because like
Yes.
a little bit too much. Although she's outgoing and she's an extrovert and she's social, I feel that she doesn't let you in when it comes to her personal life.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't. And then let me just tell you that she will eventually have a son.
I know that. You know, I always say that she's going to have her firstborn will be a boy, and I tell her he's going to look just like me.
You are intuitive, Dorit.
That's her payback.
That'll show her. But hold on, let's see. I feel that right now, though, this is funny. Okay, I don't see like a marriage right now, like in the next few months, but I do see that baby boy. Right, but the reason why is she in a relation? Is she seeing someone, but she's not telling you right now?
She's not telling me because, as far as I know, she has no boyfriend.
I was shown a 2 again. I think that there are 2 guys.
2 guys?
She's in the city in Manhattan, works in Soho at a very hoity-toity salon, world famous salon. She's a hair color specialist, and she lives the life.
I was about to say that she's living the life, because I feel 2 guys in her life right now. Nothing too serious. Listen, she's 30 years old. She's got time. She can have fun, but is she moving? Will she move?
Yes, she's planning on moving to a different apartment, because right now she's living in my apartment and she wants to leave and have her own place.
Yes, because she wants to be independent. And I feel that once she becomes independent, meaning she moves to her own space and everything, don't be shocked if she eventually brings a guy at home. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. Like she dates someone that's a bit older than her.
I don't mind that. As long as she has a good guy, I don't mind.
I feel that she's going to find someone older with money, like someone who's gives her security, if you know what I mean. She will eventually go settle down.
Natalie, that's good news. Thank God, with money.
As a mom, I feel you.
Dorit, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you, Natalie. I'll be in touch with you. Kempire, have a great day, you guys. Bye.
You too. Bye. Nicole, I'm going to bring you up. Hey, Nicole.
Hi, Kempire. Hi, Femtaro. Happy Sunday.
Hi, Nicole.
How are you?
What's your question? Because we have a long line. So I don't want to rush anyone, but what's your question?
I don't want to rush anyone, but come on.
No, I just wanted to ask about my love life. Is there going to be a future husband or relationship? That's it.
All right, let's find out.
Did Dorit notice that you said that her daughter currently is dating 2 men?
What's wrong with that? I mean,
Nothing.
She's not married. She's not, and
Nothing. But I don't think Dorit noticed. I was like, oh, good for her.
Oh,
I couldn't do it. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of.
Sorry, Nicole.
Yeah, sorry. We're like, hold on. Let me answer this question. Right, Nicole, back to you. I think Kempire is a bit too shocked about the previous reading right now. So, you come off as a Queen of Swords? Are you a little bit sort of picky with your men? And you're sort of like quite distant, especially in the beginning. You don't let them in easily, or okay, good. Are you studying? Are you educating yourself in any way right now?
Not really. I'm trying to more so with meditation and like getting into crystals and stuff like that, but not studying as far as like degrees or anything like that. No.
Okay. Because I have a Page of Swords here, and then I have the Queen of Cups, so I do feel that you also have Queen of Cups moments. So you are the reason why you come off as the Queen of Swords, meaning that you're a little bit more distant, and sometimes you can be come off a little bit cold. I do feel it's because you are a sensitive and emotional person, and this is your this is your defense mechanism. And did you have a bad relationship in the past?
Yes.
Like a toxic one
Yes.
that traumatized you in the sense. The good news is that, and I feel that one of the reasons that maybe you feel blocked and that things are not moving along when it comes to your love life and your relationships is partly because of what you went through in that relationship in the past. I feel there's a lot of trauma there and a lot of open wounds, but it's coming to a close. So this is eventually, it's already closing up for you. You're doing work, and I love that. You're working on yourself. And once this is closed, when this is done, things will, there's a little bit more time still, the Hanged Man here. So there's a bit more work to be done, and for you to learn how to be patient and not take it personally, meaning like, oh, things are not turning out, there's something wrong with me, what am I doing wrong, etc. So hang in there with this Hanged Man. And this chapter is coming to a close, and you will eventually start feeling more confident, and you're going to start attracting more people around you.
Okay. Thank you
If
so
that makes
much.
sense. You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Nicole. We have a full room. Okay. Princess, I'm going to bring you up. Hey, Princess. Wait, you're on mute.
Let's try it again.
What's
Hey,
your question,
Kempire.
Princess? How are you?
Hi.
I'm okay. Hello, Femtaro.
Hello, Princess.
I'm bothered by everybody who knows everything that's going on over there with the treetops. And I'm getting information behind the scenes and in front of the camera. And I want to know, will we have like some type of positive ending to this? And will it end soon? Like, what's going to happen? Because I think it's really getting out of hand and getting out of control. It's
Okay.
gotten out of control.
I'm assuming there's some kind of drama and stuff going on, and you want to know if this is going to be sealed, done, goodbye.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Femtaro's not familiar with what these YouTube streets are saying.
I'm trying to keep up, guys. There's just so much going on. Plus my, private readings and everything. But yeah.
Booked and busy.
So busy. Right.
She got to shuffle the deck over here.
I'm waiting for jumper cards, but nothing's jumping up. Ooh, one did jump up, and guess what? It's the Nine of Cups is the wish card. So hold on, though. I'll get to that in a minute. 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. Something is coming to a completion for sure. Something that had... So I'll say it this way, okay? So there was, I feel, a community or a family style community, and that came to completion. It ended. It broke up. That's it. And also there was money involved, because it's the 10 of Pentacles here. So there was an exchange of money, and there was an exchange, and I feel there was some kind of bond forming there that has just completely shattered. 7 of Wands here. You wanted to know if this is going to come to completion. I feel it will eventually, not yet. It will be favorable towards the light. So towards the light, the positive. So whichever side is the positive and works with the light, this will be favorable for them. We all know what we're talking about, but I'm just going to keep it like this, okay? Now, but I do feel that there is the Seven of Wands here is a card that I normally love because it has to do with coming on top, like being on top of a situation and coming on top of it. And, you know, being respected. And then the Queen of Cups here is emotions, has to do with emotions. Someone is quite emotional. Ten of Swords. So this is coming to an end too. It's going to be a big bam of an end though. So there's going to be a big bang before this ends, but it's coming to an end. So with that Ten of Swords, I feel backstabbing and something ugly coming out. Just saying. But then once that's done, once that happened, then the whole thing comes to an end. It's done. And as I said, favorable to the people who work with the light, who are, you know, who come in with a positive energy in it. But there's still that big bang.
Oh.
And I feel it's going to get ugly before it gets better. I'm sorry to say.
Uglier? Oh wow.
No.
I'm sorry.
Princess,
So what
thank
do
you
you
so much
think,
for calling.
Kempire?
I'm not getting involved. Not getting involved. Princess, thank you so. Oh wait.
A lot of people. I had to pull one more card. I was told to pull one more card. So this is going to happen, guys, out of the blue. Suddenly, it's going to be one of this. A lot of misinformation, and a lot of people are involved that shouldn't be involved, and they are spreading misinformation, and this is going to backfire. This is the big bang.
Okay. Femtaro said it. Yeah. See, y'all been asking me to talk about this. I let her speak on it. Princess, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Femtaro. Okay. All right. We only have 10 more minutes, guys, that we're going to do this. So I'm going to take a couple of more callers. Look, we do this once a month, but I also want to promote my boy, Up and Adam. Femtaro, you drop by there once a week as well. So if you would like a reading, be sure to subscribe to Up and Adam's YouTube channel. He's one of the feature channels on my page. So check that out here on Kempire Daily. Okay. Carlina, I'm going to bring you up.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. So it's nice to see you guys. My question is work related. So I've been offered a really fantastic opportunity and a promotion at work. However, I do feel like with having a young child and stuff, it will put a lot of strain on my family life. So the question really is, would the sacrifice be worth it?
Okay. Whoa. Yeah, I see. Whoa, I had two. Okay. I see that you're very unsure about it. You're sort of like, oh, what do I do? You know, I do feel that energy. You're sort of like, you can't even, I feel this is something that you like an opportunity that it's almost like you manifested or you really wanted. But now that you got it, you're very unsure about how this is going to go. Hold on. I'll tell you about this in a minute. I just want to pull 3 cards. All right. Was this job, this opportunity after something that happened? Did something like before? Were you were in another job or something?
Yeah, I was in another job, and then something happened at work, and so I moved to a different not in the same company, but to a different location and set up a new service. And it was only meant to be like a temporary service through the pandemic, but we've got a contract to extend it and stuff now. So, and then obviously during that time I had a baby. There was a lot going on. So it was always the opportunity that I wanted for a long time. And now that it's come, it's like my circumstances are different.
I feel you. I see all that, but I have to say this is a very good job for you. I have the Temperance card. Yeah, the Moon card also indicates for me hidden. I feel that with that previous job, you found out when all these changes happened, that's when you found out you were pregnant. So after like Yeah. All right. And that kind of like shook you a little bit. You're like, oh, what do I do? Like, oh,
Yeah.
just all right. But now I have the Temperance card. So you are being guided. I do feel that this is exactly what you wanted. It's almost like you manifested or you really wanted it and it's happened. You're now at this waiting to see what's going to happen. But it's a well-paid job, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
And this is the temptation there because you're like, what do I do? Because this is a great opportunity. That
makes sense.
Hold on. I do feel that this is a great opportunity for you. Indeed, what you're feeling and how you feel. But I do feel that you might come out disappointed, maybe because guilt as a mom is going to dominate. And it's not going to allow you to enjoy the job. It is a good job. It is a well-paid job. It is something that you're good at. And, you know, I feel that the potential of it is amazing. But this is up to you to decide what you want to do. Because there is going to be, you are going to feel mom guilt.
Yeah.
And it is going to, and it's going to overburden you sometimes. Page of Pentacles. If you're ready for it and you can deal with the mom guilt, there's nothing to worry about. But it's just balancing that out. If you feel that you can manage your emotions and not feeling bad about yourself and feel like you're a terrible mom because, you know, you're working on your career, then I feel this job has many opportunities to give you in the future as well.
Thank you. That makes sense.
Thank you, Carlina.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. We only have about 5 more minutes, so we're going to take maybe 1 or 2 more calls, depending. Okay. Black Jelly, I'm going to bring you up. Hey.
Hey.
What's your
I'm so nervous. I wanted to know if I would have a family of my own.
If you're going to have a family of your own.
Yeah. Because I don't have no children or anything, so I just want to know what I have a family of my own. Like that. Ooh. So nervous.
For Essence, the question in the comments asked, does Femtaro do private readings? Yes, she does. Check out the description area of this video or head on over to femtaro.com and book your reading there.
Ooh, it's so scary, guys.
It's okay. It's okay. Take a breath. Take a breath.
I mean, I know I'm expressive too, but don't read too much into my expressions.
Yeah.
Okay, no. The reason why I probably made a face, I don't know, is because I do see 2 things. You want to have a family.
Yes.
I feel that since you were a child, you daydreamed, you know, you had daydreams, you had fantasies about having a big family even.
Yes.
But what's the conflict? That's why I probably made the face. Is because I see some kind of conflict. Oh, okay. Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone told you, I mean, like a doctor, OBGYN, or is this something that you think or you felt since you were younger that you might not be able to carry a child?
No, I never got to that point though. Nobody never told me that.
Okay, good. Because that's what I get with this moon card, that maybe there is sort of like a fear that you can't have children or you can't carry children. Could it be that maybe your mom had difficulty with pregnancies, or you have a sister that had, and it's kind of like a little bit at the back of your mind, but that's not the issue here. The issue is, why do I see a lot of conflict here? Are you being pressured by anyone? I mean, is there peer pressure there? Because I feel like you worry about that too much now.
Yes. Depression.
And it's making you okay, because there's also that card just flew out of my hand, because I also see that 5 of Wands there, so I see inner conflict. So I want that family, but I'm not sure I want to. Like, I want it, but I don't know if practically I can have this family, or I want to have this family. But I still I want the idea. I love the idea of it.
Yes.
Yeah, I do see that. Listen, I don't see right now like a pregnancy or anything like that, but I do see, I do pick up your energy, and I see what you mean. It's almost overtaking your life right now, the thought of that, of the family. And it's almost like you're putting all your hopes in that, maybe because you're going through depression right now and you're in a vulnerable place, that you want to create something that's yours, which is a family, and feel that love and security, that unconditional love and security from the family that you create. But I understand. I absolutely understand, especially since you have that mother instinct and, you know, you want to have that family. But to be honest, this is the wrong reason to have a family right now. So I'm not saying you're not going to. What I'm trying to say is that, first of all, work on yourself. What is it that's causing this depression? What is it in your life right now that you need to focus on and mend it and fix it? Because anyways, going in and starting a family or any kind of healthy relationship when you are still struggling with your own self and things in your life, it's not going to work out the way that you want to. So you need to figure out more about where that depression is coming from. And it could be because we've had a crappy year, like we've had a crappy year and a half. It could be that and other things. Maybe it's a kind of, like my guide said, that maybe it has to do with your family too. Maybe the way you were raised. Your family has an important role in why having your own family is important, and also that depression. So it's something that you need to work on in order to unblock yourself.
Yeah.
And to allow things to come your way.
I'm used to being locked by myself. That's where I used to be by myself. I used to lock myself in, like close myself up. So yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah, but you need to like take one thing at, every little thing in your life right now, one thing at a time, and figure out why, you react in a certain way, or why you make these decisions, and try to figure out where that's coming from. Definitely, if you're in depression, go see a therapist. A specialist will be able to help you figure things out much faster and safer than you doing it yourself. We all need guidance. And then call in anytime again in about a few months' time. Anytime, as Kempire said, I'm here once a month doing this, and then we can look back again. I can have another look and see what's changed. But right now, the family, the marriage, all that you really want is not happening unless you start working on yourself and try to pinpoint where that depression is coming from.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I love it. And this is why people come to you, not just for seeing the future. It's really life coaching. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, that's how I see it. It's not just about fortune telling and all that. That's all good and great. But sometimes, we're not meant to know what's going to happen in the future, because otherwise you're not going to work on yourself and you're not going to evolve spiritually. And that's when I don't get answers about the future from my guides. That shows me that we need to investigate and explore and find out what's going on right now in your life that you need to pay attention to and fix it. And I can help you spiritually fix it. Sometimes I can't do that. And I will, like I told, what was her name? Black Jelly. Black Jelly. You need a therapist first. Start with therapy, and then come to me, and I can start helping you on a spiritual level. But your psyche, that's why they're called psychologists. Psychologists need a specialist. And I'm not a specialist.
Femtaro, can we just do one more?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Lulu, are you ready? Let's bring you up. Lulu.
Hi, Lulu.
Lulu, are you there? Lulu.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there we go.
Hi.
What's your question?
So I am studying nursing, I'm due to qualify this year, but because of the pandemic and personal issues, it may take longer for me to graduate, and everyone's graduating at different times. I'm just worried, am I actually going to graduate this year?
Okay, I'm not gonna put them back because I haven't even shuffled yet.
And I'll just remind everyone that's watching, we have almost 150 people in the room. Like this video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. You're missing out on daily and consistent hot topics and a variety of topics like this one. We have Femtaro drop by at least once a month to take your questions, but I'm over there on Femtaro's YouTube channel every single week for celebrity reading. So be sure to check out our latest reading with Chrissy Teigen and her open relationship with John Legend, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Everything we're doing here today, guys, is for fun, and everything's alleged.
Lulu, quick question. Okay, what do you feel? Well, this was the jumper card, a high priestess, which means to me that I think you already know the answer to that. You already know whether you're going to graduate this year. I think you just want a confirmation.
Yeah.
On the other hand, let me ask you, how's your mom involved in this? Do you feel like you need to please your mom, or do you get a little bit pressured by your mom?
No, I don't have contact with my mom.
Okay, because I got the Empress card here, and I assume you're not pregnant, so because I don't get baby vibes. But and the Empress card is the mom card, or someone that you consider as a mom. Could be a mentor too. Maybe you have a mentor where you're studying, and she gives off like more of this motherly vibe towards you. Strength. Whether you're gonna you can do it. I feel like somewhat. Why? Are you tired because of the pandemic and the whole year? Did you go through like a point where you're like, I'm not sure I'm going to make it. I'm tired. You know, yes. I don't want to pressure myself to get to that point. Maybe I should wait.
Yeah, it was very exhausting.
I feel that, but you can do it. You can really graduate this year if you put your mind to it. But it's almost like you're blocking yourself. You're like, I don't know. I want to graduate, but I don't want to put too much more effort in it because I'm too much energy into it because I'm tired. You know, I've had a difficult year. But it's totally up to you, the world. It's up to you. I do feel that it's if you put your mind to it, I do see graduation.
Okay.
But you need to believe it. Don't be half-hearted in it, you know?
Yeah.
Which you are right now. You're not really believing in yourself. You're not believing in all this. You've given up a little bit. Don't. You're almost there. You're almost there. You can do it with this.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Thank you, Lulu.
Thanks, Kim.
Oh. See, again, more life coaching. Femtaro, as always, we appreciate you being here. We just want to remind everyone to subscribe to Femtaro's YouTube channel. And if you would like a reading, book it today because she's booked up till December. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We have more things to talk about. Stay tuned. We're going to do a special Marsha Johnson reading because she came through. If you're just joining us, Marsha Johnson, the pioneer of the Pride Month movement, LGBTQIA movement, came through. So
she's still here. She's sitting on a chair watching us. She's right there.
I can't today.
I've got to stage my house now to get her to leave because they won't. You know, sometimes they know I can see them and they know I can hear them. So they're like, no, I'll stick around. I'm like, no, you got to go now. Just like, bye.
Well, no, she has to stick around. We're going to do her reading. Stay right there, Marsha. I got a lot of questions on Marsha. Either way, Femtaro, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
If you would like a reading with Femtaro, as I said before, head on over to femtaro.com or the link in the description of this video. Book now. Even if you have to wait, if it's meant for you to get earlier, I'm sure she will reach out earlier to you if you're on that waiting list. But book it now. You will get the reading when you're supposed to get the reading. Thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to everyone that liked this video. If you're watching this video afterwards, let us know your thoughts on the final season of Pose, on this whole Nina Simone situation, or some of the things that came out during people's readings. I see you, princess. Thank you guys so much for calling in. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to your husband.
Happy Father's Day. I forgot about that.
well, wait, is the Father's Day technically outside the United States?
Probably
not.
I'm gonna say yes. No, I don't know. Listen, I'm packing. I'm moving in 10 days. Like my life right now, it consists of cardboard boxes, bubble wrap, and a lot of stress. So I don't know what's happening in the outside world. No idea.
Either way, happy belated Juneteenth, happy Father's Day, happy Pride. This is our special probably our last Sunday Fun Day Pride for Pride Month, because it's Pride next weekend, y'all. I'm gonna be out, being prideful. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We always appreciate you being here. Don't forget, here on the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, you're getting daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and this is the more. You're getting so much more here, and stay tuned for much more. Everyone, thank you to my mods. Thank you to everyone that sent in super chats. Thank you to all the callers. And thank you to everyone that was just chatting and being a part of our Sunday Fun Day brunch hour and a half, really. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you soon.
Bye.